Hi. This looks way better quality because I got a new camera. However, the internal mic I don't think is great. I'm not 100% sure, so I am recording external audio. Today I have some tapes to record, and since Audition Diaries tends to be whenever I'm going in person, and I'm not doing a lot in person right now, and I'm not feeling great about my artistic career at the moment, but I figured it was appropriate to show you guys what it is. This is it. This is what it is. It is setting up my little setup. That is the most haphazard thing you've ever seen, making it look like it's not haphazard within a 16 by 8, 16 by 5 frame, and then sending it off into the abyss to hear nothing. And that's not how it is for everybody. Sometimes they get responses. I've been seeing a lot of people on my social media feed who've been getting responses. Just not me, and that's fine. We're figuring it out. And when you're figuring it out, sometimes, every day is not fun. And lately, the last few days have not been fun. I just feel like I'm not doing anything or not doing enough. We're gonna make some tapes today. Basically, I have one I have to finish because I filmed the music part, and then when I packed it all up, I realized that a monologue was also required, and I was like, crap. So I have to film a monologue because it took me a while to find one, because I don't have a lot of those in my back pocket. It's just never been something I've had. Something we're trying to work on. And then the other one is one I have actual materials that I've had to learn, which I have learned, and just need to film. Luckily, it's a very easy song to learn in the middle to low part of my voice, interestingly enough. So, yeah. And it's interestingly a show that was one of my first big auditions ever. Actually, one of the audition diary from 2019, where I went to New York and I'm in the denim shirt. It was that show that was set to open pre-COVID, and then obviously did not get it. And then COVID happened, and it opened and closed a few times, and then now it's gonna go on tour. So they're holding an open call for a part, and it just seemed like better odds, just because it's not an EPA and it's not a union thing. They are holding a true open call, videos specifically, and my geographical standpoint may not matter so much, as well as my union status. So might be worth it. The one thing I do have to do is I have to get rid of these laundry baskets, because this is where my setup goes. So cleaned out my laundry, so my space is clean, which means I'll be able to put up my backdrop and everything later. However, we are taking a bit of a detour because my mom is out and my sibling's asleep, and the dog has had ACL surgery and cannot jump on furniture, so I have to watch her. She's sleeping right now. There she is. So I've got to keep an eye on her, so I can't really film anything while they're out. I have a feeling it's going to be another nighttime tape for me, which is usually when they get done at night. This happens every single time. Every time. I have to remember to take the calendar down before I do this. used to have way less space, but I think this feels better than it did. But yeah, this is the setup usually. Now I have to, at least from the top up, look presentable. My sibling is downstairs watching the dog. I was sitting on the couch and kind of looking at my monologue and stuff. Basically the plan is to wear the same outfit for both tapes because one of them's just a monologue. And I'm not going to wear the same outfit I wore for the singing part just because the singing part was more about the character I was auditioning for, whereas the monologue I just want to show off what I can do. So yeah, just gonna wear some green. Green looks good on me. And then yeah, the other one is, I think that shirt goes with the character really well. I just gotta put on some makeup to make me look alive. And then we can get this done. So basically what the setup now is camera. I have a laptop sitting on my desk here, which has my instrumentals queued up, or not quite yet, but we're gonna kind of start with the music just because it's the easier thing for me, and also I like to check levels and stuff because I don't have good Bluetooth speakers. So we depend on the laptop for my audio. Sometimes I have to fix it in post just so you can hear any music, period. But they want to hear the vocals anyway, so I'm gonna do a test run, but not with this camera on. Okay, so finished recording. I'm just reviewing the audition requirements because I have too many times taken down my filming setup and realized that I forgot a crucial thing. Like for one of my auditions, there was a slate required, so I had to make sure to do that. Now it's time to sit and edit the videos. Should be fun, but it feels good to get stuff out. Okay, it's edited, it's submitted, it's in my audition journal, which, by the way, I should talk about my audition journal. This was something I got, that was an idea. I don't know if it was like her original idea or if she got it from somewhere else. Actor Aesthetic on Instagram, TikTok, podcast, all of it. She does all of it. Has something called her Audition Journal. I did not buy her template. I made my own on Google Sheets. It's basically just a spreadsheet. All my auditions, I'm not going to show you because it gives away a lot of info. Since I started keeping the audition, which was in 2019, and I could have missed some because with the tapes and stuff, it gets a little, you know, hairy. I've done only 24 auditions, which doesn't feel right, but that is what happened. Or at least what I've kept track of since I've kept track of auditions. And again, I could have forgotten like a bunch that I don't remember. Basically, it's just a spreadsheet, and I keep track of several things. I keep track of when I did it, what type of audition it was, or like what it was for. So like I have a list of all the shows I've auditioned for, or like a commercial if like my manager gives me a commercial audition. The type of call, so usually it's like EPA, or like EPA without a monitor, so like it's EPA but it didn't run on EPA rules. Or I put down open call, or I put down just like submission, like I sent in material, like my headshot and resume, that's it. There was no like audition part. I've got self-submit, open call, which I did a massive HBO audition like a year or so ago now, that I didn't get. And actually I could probably tell you what it was now. So there was a massive open call on HBO for a pop star role That is for the show. I'm blanking on the name. Lily Rose Depp is in it now, and The Weeknd produced it and is in it. After seeing the trailer for it, good call not casting me, because I don't think I would have wanted to do it, because it is so not anything I'd be comfortable doing. And it's by the people who made Euphoria. But that was one of the calls, and that was like massive open call. Everyone and their mom did that. I'm pretty sure I saw the materials all over TikTok, all over Instagram, things like that. So keep track of type of call. It's good to know. Keep track of location, like where it happened, and a lot of these just say tape because they happened in my home. Who is casting? Usually I'll put down the casting office. So for example, one of the auditions I just did is being cast by Telsey and Company, who casts a lot of big theater, regional and Broadway. Or I will put down the theater company itself because sometimes they just cast in-house. Behind the table, if I can get a list of people who are seeing me, I will take a picture of it and put that in later. In this case, I just copy-pasted from the Google form like who the casting people were. I don't know if necessarily that's who's viewing these, but just keeping in mind. It also tells you if you're like repeating, which I may be because I've auditioned for Telsey before. There's one of these shows I've auditioned for. Let me see. Nope, different people. But Telsey's a big office. So then I also write down what I wore because if I get called back, I'd like to be in something similar. I also put down like what materials I performed, feedback if any, which normally I don't. There's no feedback. Usually I put like callback yes or no. A lot of it I just write like either rejected or no feedback because you just get professionally ghosted in this industry. And then contact info, which occasionally they'll give you an email address or something to like say thank you. I suggest saying thank you. Even if you don't get anything, just make sure so they remember you. Don't be creepy though. I have not had a chance to do this yet because I haven't gotten people's info. And then I will write down what the initial audition breakdown called for. So I have some of these that are like 16 to 32 bars, contemporary musical theater or pop music, possible dance call. I've written submit headshot and resume, that's all they asked for. I've written sing a pop rock song or this song from the show that they assign you. I've got contrasting songs and scenes that were assigned. It's like, so I've now, because everything's taped and like all of the breakdowns are posted, I've started copying, pasting directly from the audition site or whatever I'm looking at. And then I post them either to, if you guys don't, like are new to this and don't know, I post to either Dropbox, Google Drive, depending on what they ask for. Sometimes they'll let you do either. Or I am posting an unlisted link to YouTube, and I have a whole separate YouTube channel that is literally all like unlisted links. I have so many like just unlisted videos of me in front of a blue backdrop. It is also where my reels live, where I connect those to my backstage account. Yeah, so that's basically what they ask for. The Dropbox thing, sometimes I find a little stressful just because I don't have like a great package of, or a great tier of Dropbox that I'm paying for. So eventually, like, I'm gonna have to go in there and weed some stuff out. But yeah, that's the entire audition process, really, self-tape process. I'm very pleased at how quickly I banged this out. This was, I don't even know when I started, but this was probably an hour and a half or so. That's to and from like setting up to filming, putting my makeup on, all that. But yeah, I feel good about them. Now I have to clean up my whole thing because I'm absolutely sure I followed direction and relax the rest of the day. I got stuff done. Good. I have the day off tomorrow, which is nice, which is why I felt okay doing this on a Sunday, which is usually a day I try to keep fairly chill. But thank you for coming along with me on this little vlog. If you are curious about any other stuff I'm doing, you can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and I'm pretty sure those are the only two. Those are the only two. The links are down below. I'm fairly sure there's a TikTok link. If you don't see a TikTok link down there, it's Lindsey Taft Music. It's the same as my Instagram. I also have a book Instagram that is at Lindy's Room. It's based off my book blog on Tumblr. But just follow the Instagram. I post there more anyway. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. We're trying to be better about self-promoting.